Well, how's it going? Pretty good. I'm just touching up the bottom of the old Helicrafter there. Trying really hard not to get involved in this project because so it's got, just to refresh your memory, on-off volume, band selector, AM shortwave, speaker, phones, receiver standby, tuning, and band spreader. And a light bulb. It's pretty basic, right? And it's in pretty decent shape. It's actually been kind of worked on. To be really honest, I felt a little bit guilty about getting it after I took it apart. There's really not a lot to fix. And I pulled it down. Called its old owner up and said, you know, that thing's in a little better shape than you think. He said, you know what? I don't want it in the garage anymore. It's been cluttering up the place, and all it's doing is collecting dust, and you like that sort of stuff, come, you know, it's yours to get and keep. Okay? Now the other day, we were at the, we have a little guys hangout once a week down at the local Eats place. And when I was talking with him, actually I was just talking about restoring my other Helicrafter, and he mentioned it. And one of the other guys said, you know, I thought I had something in the garage too, or back out in the back shed you could have. But I he didn't say any more about it, and I discounted it. Well, he just came by, and yeah, careful what you talk about. Oh, this tired old horse has been beat to death. This is a Echophone. This is some kind of a cousin, or the kind of red-headed stepchild of a small Helicrafter. This thing is very similar to the radio I just showed you. I'm not sure what the deal is, other than this thing is really bad shape. The old owner had no problem getting rid of this. Actually, he said they were just kind of looking for a home for it, which is okay. Pretty similar. Yeah, this thing is so wore out. I don't even know what it. There's band spread and main tuning. This is an Echophone commercial EC2, and I can't even tell you what that control is. This had a wrinkle, kind of looks like a gray wrinkle finish to it. Code, voice, I don't know what that is. But the controls are just wasted on this thing. That's that must be band. On-off volume. I don't know what this is. This thing is in tired shape. It had kind of a vacuum formed face it had kind of a plastic trim. I don't know what Helicrafter was thinking. This thing, I'll tell you one thing I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to get it cleaned up and get it out of here before the missus comes home and sees this mess. She'll have my guts for garters. And this thing is in bad shape. It's kind of funny because it looks a lot like the Helicrafter. Oh, it's pretty similar. I don't know if this is a hot chassis or not. It probably is. It's got what that is, speaker. Well, this thing doesn't even have a speaker. Spiffy. And it's, wow, is this thing, the tubes are hanging out of the thing. I can't even tell you what's, it actually looks like the top comes off of this thing. I'll tell you what, let's go outside with this little monster, or I get in many bigger trouble. I don't know if this is going to work. This One Achilles heel of this camera is the wind. I put a little piece of, why don't you just blow a little harder out? Ridiculous weather. You know, it was perfectly calm till I came outside. It's a conspiracy. Well, we'll give that a try. Maybe I'll tell you what, let me see if I can. Maybe I'll lower this a little bit. Maybe that'll help. I could go inside, but like I said, the missus will probably kill me. So I got my yeah, I'll tell you what, I'll just kind of take this old gal apart real quick and dirty. See what sort of trouble we can get into. Yes. Yeah, I thought I had a brush out here. I did, and it got put away or something. Or carried away by wolves. Oh, there's some black. It looks like this thing had some kind of a back, and it maybe it was clipped under here and then held in here with some screws. Can't tell what that even is. Well, I think that's a, looks like a hex head screw. It's just probably not a smart move being outside doing this, but it's such a beautiful day out. Now the winds went down, so I can get some peace and quiet. I'm hoping that the piece of paper, it's just a light piece of tissue that'll knock the noise down on that camera. Here comes the wind again. It just whips across that thing and it activates the. Oh, that's stuck hard and fast. No, that one wasn't. It's not gonna be pretty. Yeah, what we got here? Oh, there we go. I probably should have shot some penetrating oil on these. I tell you what, let me stop here for a second and get some oil. You know what? This thing is so screwed up. It's not gonna hurt anything. Well, that's better. This thing's about one stage away from the car wash. Oh. Wow. Yeah. Well, there was a rubber grommet on this cord. I'll tell you what. Let's see if we can move you a little bit and give you a better view. Here we go. How's that look? And, yep, here we go. Have you ever seen the inside of a Helicrafter S38? This is a lot like it. This has been hacked on. This thing is, well, It's not destroyed, but it's damn close. Actually, you know, there's a, I don't know if you can, well, I always say that and then I get in trouble. There's a coupling, a cap here to couple the thing to the case. This is an interesting little tidbit. Where'd that go? Right there. This is that grommet. This baby is in bad shape. It's too bad. I think that's a tuning cap. Yeah. Actually, this wiring is stiff, but it's not brittle. Old cloth covered wiring. What's this? I wonder when this was made. It looks worse than it really is. It's just dirty. The outside's the bad part. Yeah. Tell you what. Let's see. Here comes the wind again. What to do with that? Or did it spin in there? Ah, damn it. Oh, strike one. Oh, yes. I think that's a win. Weird. That was a strange. There's a little rigmarole in there. I think there's a rubber grommet in there. Well, I'll make another run at this one. Maybe I can get it to come loose. Let's see if I can pinch it with a... That might not be too bad. That doesn't look good. Come on, don't be naughty. Not good. That's good. I'm gonna leave it alone. Ugh. This side's really in bad shape. Oh, that was cool. Neat. Okay. Yeah. Let's see. This looks like a good candidate. Nope. Oh, damn it. Thought that one was going to come loose. Yeah. Yeah, not good. Let's see here. Let's try this. No. Well. Okay. Well, let's see. We'll give, I don't know. Dang it. Nope. It's not going to come loose either. So I got 3 stuck screws. That's not good. Well, you know what? This ain't gonna get any worse. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna heat one of these screws. Let's see what that did for us. Yeah, there's the rubber there. They've just been, over the years, they just kept tightening and tightening and tightening that thing. What a mess. I might have to cut those loose. Yeah, I could try this side if I'm real careful. Neat. Ooh, what a stink. 1950s rubber. Whoa. Oh. Man. Maybe a little time would be better. It's getting loose. Nope, it's breaking loose. Here we go. Haha, I have you now. Better not touch that, it might be red hot. and a bad word will be said, and somebody will laugh, and I'll get mad. The rubber is just gone. That's okay. Okay, 2 down. Well, it's not like that case is any too pretty. The bad thing is there's no real way to grab that. It's just floats in there. Really prefer not to warm that rubber up on this one. But man, that's like burning rubber bands. I'm not talking the good rubber bands either. I'm talking them crappy ones you had as a kid with a paper route. Okay. Yeah, there we go. We'll just beat the rush, knock that crap out of there. It's kind of like a big O-ring. Wire jacked up. I got enough problems without that. Yeah, let's see how we do here. Actually, what I did was I heated that up and put a little bit of oil back on it. Oh, come on, don't be naughty. Really warmed that baby up. Yow! There it goes. Screw is none too. It's the bad thing is it's really. The rust has really taken hold of that screw head and it's not in good shape. Put a little more oil on that baby. Get bad fasteners. They can be hell. This is kind of a little pan head. Way to sit here. And actually, it looks like it's coming loose. Oh, God. Dang it. It's kind of like working under a car. Sorry about that. Still in there? Yep, it's still there. It's always easier to watch others do a lot of. Man, that is one jacked up screw. Yeah, that might work. There we go. There's an idea. If I can hold it on this side, it's cooled off. Maybe I can turn it. Huh. What a mess. It's just tell you what, I don't think that screw is going to go anywhere. Okay. So what did I have? That's not going to be pretty. Oh boy. Ugh. In here, it's a lot of wiring in there. Well, okay. This is really fun. You can't just work on stuff, you got to worry about your shot a little bit. Although that screw isn't in horrible shape. The other side is kind of falling out now. I turned that chassis around and the thing just fell out. Okay. Okay. Well, we'll heat this a little bit. And a little bit of oil. Gotta appreciate car mechanics, especially people that work on exhaust. They deal with this crap all day long, and it is crap. And that actually, I think it may have turned in there. Nope, it's rusted. This is where power tools can get you in trouble because you get aggressive with them and they can strip stuff off and make it worse. You know, this way, at least I'm not going to make it worse. What I'm doing is I'm kind of tightening this and loosening this and tightening this and loosening this. There it goes. And that little washer is kind of in bad shape. If you loosen it and it starts to get stiff, just tighten it up a little bit. Sometimes you can use, like WD-40 or penetrating oil. You can wash the threads off and make another run at it. Just don't get in a big damn hurry. I don't know how long this is taking. Probably too long for television. But this is the kind of stuff you're gonna run into. It's a little warm. And we lost the. That's interesting. There was. I wonder where it went to. Well, there obviously was some kind of an insert in there. Really? They just threw a nut in there? Yep, there it is. Well, son of a gun. That's interesting. That thing is kind of a washer with a big nut in there, and it's glued. There's some of that green glip glue. I think that's model glue. It's just tinted. Okay. Okay, well, so now, believe it or not, comes the hard part. I was afraid of that. Okay, well, we'll put a little bit of penetrating oil in those. The 4 knobs aren't going to let the thing off or out. And I'm going to go find a screwdriver that fits way better. This would be the perfect time to have an old screwdriver and you just take it to your belt sander or your grinder and kind of touch it up until it gets a little narrow. Let me see what I can find.